So here's CM Punk in his tribute attire. Basic figure. So obviously we have to note that with basic figures you're not going to get colored tattoos that we've seen from the Elite figures. So you're kind of going to get this black and white. So they're detailed still. They are detailed. But you're not going to get over the top coloring. It still says straight edge on the stomach. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Not too bad. So also with that is this head sculpt. The head sculpt we've seen before in the Elite CM Punk figure. And one of my only qualms is, I mean, obviously Mattel, they have to make use of parts. And they've reused this head sculpt that we've seen from the Elite series. However, they did change the paint a bit. On the Elite figure, we have seen, you know, his hair is brown and then his beard is kind of like a darker, almost black color. But on this one, it's one solid color. The eyebrows are a tad bit lighter than the hair color. He's got his piercing there right on the lip. And even with short hair, the one thing I don't understand about it is like this hairline. You know, CM Punk, obviously, I mean, his hair narrows in the front, but it didn't make such, you know, a bold widow's peak. And then off to the side, it has this little swooping bit, and that little bit nags at me. I don't know why, but I'm still waiting for one of the newer Elites that's coming out. Has the new comb back look, so we'll see how that goes. So let's look more at the paint here. He's got the trunks like Macho Man. His pink is a little bit more like hot pink. It's not Macho Man's, I should say. His was almost like a faded pink. I'll do it side by side for comparison here. You can definitely tell the color difference, but still styled in the same manner. You got the name on the back. The stars are a little bit bolder. It's alright. CM Punk's a bold guy. Voice of the voiceless. You get the stars on the front. And then on the hands, you have his X's that he does. Right? Yeah. But what you're going to notice here is that on the knuckles, they don't say drug-free. And that's just because this is, like I said, a basic figure. Obviously, with basic figures, you get a little bit less. They cut corners here and there, but still make a good figure nonetheless at a reduced price. So also, tying into Macho Man, he's got yellow knee pads, just the same. He's got the stars on the side of the boots. Now, his stars are a little bit smaller than Macho Man's this time. And CM Punk's boots are white on the front. And Mattel actually did a really good job at recreating the outfit that CM Punk wore, because he was wearing, you know, the black boots underneath, and these were kind of, you know, like leg pads, like kick pads. So they did a good job of really pulling it together and making it look like the tribute outfit. Pretty good. So let's take a look at the articulation. Just like Macho Man, you have the ball joint, and you have the ball joint at the shoulder, the bicep swivel, the elbow, the wrist rotates and bends. So it is possible to make people go to sleep. Alright, now on this side, we still have the same articulation, but we have this big elbow wrap that we all know CM Punk to wear. So it does hinder the elbow pad, or the articulation a little bit. Can't bend it really. But for some reason that really doesn't bother me, because, I mean, CM Punk, he doesn't do a whole lot of really overly articulated moves with this arm. It's good for dropping the elbow. So, it doesn't bother me. Same articulation all the way down to the hand, the wrist. We get a rotate, and we get the bend at the crotch. And the knee pads, much like the way of Macho Man's, hinder the leg movement just a little bit, but not too bad where you can't still get those high kicks. And then all the way down to the boot, we get the swivel, so you can get that maximum articulation. So if you want to give somebody a real stiff kick like that, you can do it. Oh no. Yeah. Oh yeah. We did it. We did it, Macho Man. We just did that. And then also, obviously, the bend at the ankle. So like I was talking about, a few of the small differences that you're going to see between a basic figure and Elite. So just for comparison, let's take a look at that Elite figure. Now obviously, like I said before, the beards are a tad bit different. So take a look at that. You can kind of see the color difference here at the beard. It's a blacker color on the left side compared to the right side. Also, with that, let's take a look at the tattoos. You see more detail on the Elite one over here, wrapping all the way up to the shoulder. And then also his little neck tat there. Okay, there. And it doesn't wrap around to the back like on the Elite. On the shoulder there. The front, the Elite's got a little bit of color. This one, obviously, no color. This side, color as well. Black and white. Same use of elbow pads. Tattoos look very similar there, but still a little bit color. And then obviously the Elite has that ab crunch, which I love the ab crunch. I love these. These give it so much articulation. Make posing so much better. You can pick somebody up, make them go to sleep like nothing. And obviously you get a ball joint instead down here on the Elite. You need to swivel this. Adds a little bit more functionality to it. But overall, I mean, you're not missing out on a whole lot within the differences of the figure. I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just minor things that make this figure different from this figure, but in no way really hinders the quality of the figure. And obviously, on both figures, we're missing, you know, his tattoos of the Pepsi logo and obviously the G.I. Joe Cobra logo. But I'm really glad that the Macho Man figure came with this classic belt. So finally we can all give CM Punk a good looking belt that he deserves. The belt that he's always loved and spoke about in WWE magazine about how this was one of his favorite belts, and he likes to call it the Bret Hart belt. So they're both really great figures, and I'm glad that I own them, and you should too. CM Punk is straight edge and bold, and just like his favorite drink, he's the choice of a new generation. Mattel brilliantly captures CM Punk in his tribute attire. The only improvement to be sought after is a longer combed hairstyle and the head sculpt. With other small details aside that could be solved by offering this figure as an Elite, it is truly a great piece. This 2-pack is easily one of my favorites. best in the world!
Take this, you punk!
I am the best in the world at all that I do and more, in making turkey sandwiches and raking leaves and doing other good stuff and cleaning my room.